Hang on, what's going on here? Ray. Winded me up. You winded me up, please. Ray. What's going on with him? Band kick. Epic mic settings. Huh? Ray, I've got you sorted, mate. I can't hear you though. Hang on. Ray, let me put these on, mate. Make sure it's not my end. Ray, talk. Ray. What's going on here, Raymond? Yeah, I'm on, mate. What's happening, Coops? What's happening, Leon? We will play under sevens, play our home games. Yeah, he's literally just joined. He's gone. But I'm just waiting for him to join back in, and then we'll start again properly. I don't know what's happening here. I was just chatting to him, and he's just gone. Before we went live, I was just chatting to him. What's everyone up to anyway? All good? Right, we're just waiting on him to come back. We're just waiting on him to come back. Right, I don't know what he's doing. Raymond, are you coming? Right, I think he's logging back in. I was talking to him fine, and he's just gone again. Yeah, listen, Coops, mate, Haaland. I had Haaland, Pedro, and Wood that scored today. I'm literally just waiting on Ray to join back in. I was talking to him fine, and it's all just, I don't know, now I can't hear him. So I think he's just rebooting his phone or something like that to come back in. Everyone good? Everyone good? This is where I'll be sitting up here tomorrow, somewhere about here, I think. Up here in the gods, mate, in the gods. But we're literally just waiting on Ray to come back in. And then it should be all good. But I don't know why I can't. Yeah, it's gone on Twitch and YouTube, mate. I didn't put Instagram or Facebook on, mate. Just Twitch and Instagram. But I'm literally just waiting on Ray to come back in. I don't know, the audio had just gone. If not, we'll start anyway and just chat about tomorrow's game. But I was just chatting to him normally a minute ago, and then something's just happened. It's just all gone. It's all gone. All gone, mate. All gone. We see West Ham get smacked. What does it look like on actually YouTube? Right, so we are literally just waiting on Ray to come back in. I don't know what's happened. Ray is a Newcastle fan. He's on TikTok. We're just chatting. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he sent me a message. What's going on? Try and pal. Here we go. He's in. Right.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, geezer.
Oh my days! I've deleted the app, man, and just come in on the web. That was doing my napper. That was. Jeez. Have you not gone live yet? Then.
What's that, mate?
Have you gone live yet?
Yeah, we're live now. So we're live on Twitch and YouTube.
Right. Okay. Oh, not TikTok.
No, we're not live on TikTok. No.
Oh, right. Okay. All right, man.
So
Nice.
what I do? Let me just play this quick, and then
Yeah.
we'll start it. Right. So YouTube and Twitch, just hold fire for 2 seconds. Yeah. What is happening, YouTube and Twitch right now? It is myself, and we have got Ray in from TikTok. His tag for TikTok is in the description of this YouTube clip. We are going to be discussing the mighty Tottenham going to the dreaded place of St James's Park. It's not been good for us over the years, but look, Ray, how's it going with Newcastle this season? How do you think the start's been?
I mean, we've started very light, mate, to be honest with you. You know, we've got 4 points and we're progressed to the cup, but I still think it's a poor start. And it's strange to say that as a Newcastle fan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the transfer window was light. Obviously, we got Lewis Hall in anyway, which was the deal from Chelsea, which was already agreed, which we knew about. Brought in a couple of youngsters, and I was devastated yesterday when we didn't get anyone. So, but we've got Tonali back. It's a new signing, really. You know, we haven't had him for 10 months, and I think he's gonna tear up a few defences this season. So I'm looking forward to seeing him as well in maybe a 6 or an 8, depending where Bruno G fits in. Now he's captain.
So with regard to Tonali, obviously I'm expecting before the game a very good atmosphere, especially for Tonali, because Tonali's return.
Yeah.
What's the Tonali song that everyone sings?
Oh my God, why has it gone out of my head?
I can imagine that.
Why don't you preempt me this?
I can imagine that going around St James's Park before kickoff tomorrow. Do you think he'll start?
Yeah, he'll definitely start. He started against Forest Wednesday. He's been out for 10 months, so I guarantee he's in tomorrow. But the thing is, I mean, if there are Newcastle fans in the live now, and you know they can comment on this as well and think what I think. Bruno, Tonali, and Joe Linton, I can't see them gelling together, and that's my biggest worry at the moment. When we had Willock for the 18 minutes, Willock, Tonali, and Bruno look good together, but I can't see where. I don't know. I can't see a 6 and an 8 between Bruno and Tonali working as well as people think it might do. But he's in tomorrow, and it's Sandro Tonali. He loves Moretti. He eats spaghetti. He hates fucking Sunderland. So we'll be singing that all day long. But yeah, he's a quality player, and for 60 minutes, you know, he was flat after 40 minutes, and he was subs after 60, and he still got man of the match.
Yeah,
he's a good player. He's a baller, you know.
So why do you think it's been a slow start for Newcastle this season? Because you just about scraped through Southampton, didn't you, with a red card? Bournemouth away, you should have got beat, really, shouldn't you?
We should have lost and we should have been down to 10. But, you know, you look at the week before, we shouldn't have went down to 10 with Fabian Shaw.
Yeah.
I mean, pathetic, absolutely pathetic. In this day and age, someone to drop down like that, hideous. But it swings and roundabouts. And, you know, beating Southampton 1-0 first game of the season, I was expecting 3-4-5, you know, Isak finding his form. But with the Shaw red card and then obviously Jacob Murphy from the right wing going off so we can bring in another defender, it leaves it really light there. You're playing more of a 4-3-2 with the 10, a 4-3-1-2, sorry, with the 10 men. And we came away luckily then for a 1-0 win. You know, Southampton were knocking at the door. If that was any other team in the Premier League, no disrespect to Southampton, we would have lost 3-4-1.
So do you know when?
And then
go on.
And then you look at the Bournemouth game, which you mentioned as well. We started really well, and then we just went flat again. And yeah, we should have lost 2-1. That wasn't a handball; it was his shoulder. And I'll be the first Newcastle. Most lads I know, Newcastle fans, are saying it was his shoulder. It should have been a goal, but it swings and roundabouts. How many points have you and us lost because of
Yeah.
handballs and foot markings and your head's just over the. When can we complain and when can't we? We've just got to get on with it this day and age with VAR. We don't know, you know.
No, of course. So what was it then? So when your owners come in, everyone thought you were going to spend quite a bit of money, which you did to stay up that year, didn't you? And then you invested again.
Yeah.
So what's going on now? Because Amanda's left now, hasn't she? I know there's talks about her potentially buying a 20% stake in Spurs. I don't know how true that is, or if there's anything to go by that. But what's going on at Newcastle with the owners and that now? Because
I think we knew with Stavley that there's going to be the potential that she's going to step aside at some point. She was always the sort of person who would bring in investors and then move on to the next project. That's Stavley for you with my dad. You know what I mean? That's what they do. They start companies, they start investors into companies, they get their little pay from that and they move on. And we were expecting Stavley to move maybe in another year or two, not as quick as what's happened. And then Dan Ashworth going, I think that was a big miss for us. And you can see from what Man United have done and what we've done, it's a big, big miss. And then, you know, you look at the Saudis at the moment, our owners, and you think, all right, we haven't spent any money this window, but they're happy to spend 40 million on Tony at their other club. So are they losing a little bit of interest in Newcastle? Are they losing a little bit of interest because of PSR and FFP? To be honest with you, I don't know. Looking at our squad, I think with everyone fit, we've got enough. I think if we were in Europe, if Man United didn't beat City and we were in Europe, I think it would have been a different window. I think it was black smoke with Gahey. I think that was just a smoke screen, just to keep us on our toes and try and keep us a little bit sort of, things might be happening. And then it was a panic for Elanga, 45 and Miguel Almiron for Elanga, who went for 17 million the year before from United. Get a grip.
I was shocked about that, to be fair. I was shocked that you went in for 45 million for Elanga. But if we go to that, then what do you think of your transfer window?
Honestly, I mean, I think a lot of fans and I think the media are expecting Newcastle, just because we're the richest team in the world now, to buy these big players. But you're not in Europe. You're in Newcastle. You can't attract big names for that. I mean, we did bring in Trippier. We did bring in the Bruno G. We brought in Isak. You look at the ballers we brought in and what unbelievable business we've done. And it's Dan Ashworth. But he's now moved on. We've then now got to move on to different pastures. It's embarrassing. Not embarrassing. How do I word it? We've spent a lot of money since the Saudis have took over. You know, financial fair play really hit us in June. I didn't want to get rid of Elliot Anderson, a homegrown player. I love the guy, and you could see his face when we beat them in the cup. He was looking over at the players, applauding the fans. He wanted to be a part of that.
He played well in the week, Elliot Anderson. He played well.
Did, mate. He did. He's the Geordie Maradona. That's what we sang to him. And we love the guy. You know what I mean? And then you look at Yakuba Minte. What a player! And we let him go as well. You know, we made 65 from them too. We bring in that Not Forest goalkeeper. I still can't pronounce his name. And now the Premier League are looking into, is that an overspend for someone of his value? Are we helping Not Forest out? And it's like, come on, get a grip. Man City and Chelsea and Man United are just spending all this money. We spent 20 million on a goalkeeper, which probably is valued at about 12 million. So now the Premier League are looking in to see if we've overspent. Come on, man.
Yeah. But with regards to Spurs' side, I think our window's been okay. But I think we've looked more on a 2-3 year project with the youngsters that we've brought in. Some of them are going to play a lot of minutes this year with the competitions we're in. But I would like to fast forward some of these players 2 or 3 years in this current Spurs team, you know, like Archie Gray and Bergvall. I'd love to see them 2 years on from now and see where we're at as a team now. We've only bought Solanke, really, that's going to play in that 11. The rest are going to be in and off the bench, squad players, you know, for this season. So it's hard, but we've only really bought in Solanke this summer, really. That's going to be in that first 11 to start. I think Archie Gray will be and Bergvall will be, but not this season, you know. Before I come to the dreaded St. James's Park, where we're going to be sitting somewhere at the top in the gods up there, right? Brendan Lanke has said 3-1 Spurs tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Come on, there's a lot of Spurs fans in here. There's a lot of Spurs fans in this chat. Katie has come out with, is Ray in his bird's bedroom?
It's Remy Spurs bedroom. Oh, right. No, I'm in the living room, mate. I tried the bedroom and the connection wasn't good and I've had to come back here. So, no, I was going to say something else then, but it's not appropriate for this, yeah.
So what we do, we'll stick the 3-1 up for now, right? So let's go. We're going into St James's Park, yeah. How do Newcastle fans feel about this fixture, right? Because the last two times, it's 10-1? The last two fixtures in total, 10-1. So we shift a lot of goals there, yeah?
It's not just 10-1, is it? You've got to look at we retired your goalkeeper and we got rid of your manager as well.
Hang on, how do I cut you off? How do I mute you for a little bit?
That was quality. That was quality.
So what do you reckon? Are Newcastle fans confident going into tomorrow's game?
All the Newcastle fans I'm speaking to, my pals and that, now we're not. I've got 3-1 down to Spurs tomorrow as well on my predictor. When I do a predictor, I predict because I want to win a prediction that week. I don't do it because I'm a Newcastle fan. Oh, we're going to win 4-1. I look at it realistically. I look at our back line. I mean, I did a Spurs-Newcastle combined 11 the other day, and we had 3 players in it. Do you know what I mean? The only changes I made was Bruno G, Anthony Gordon, and Isak. That was the only 3 changes I could make in the 11. The rest was all Spurs players. I look at our back line. It's weak. You know, we're going to have Emil Kraft, Dan Burn as centre-backs. Burns played all right the last few games, but you put him up against the prowess of Son and Maddison. It's a different kettle of fish to Southampton and Forest and Bournemouth. No disrespect to them 3 teams. Yeah. And we were lucky to get 4 points from them 2 and lucky to progress on penalties from Forest. This is the big teams now, and this is where we're going to be tested. And since you do have a jinx stadium, but it's only been for 2 seasons. And I don't think it's because... I think the early goal with the 6-1, did you? I think that did you. And then I think because of that as well, when we did you 4-0, I think that you maybe had that in the back of your mind. But you're a different Spurs now. I can see a different Spurs already. So I'm saying 1-3. And it kills me to say that as a Newcastle fan, but I've got to look at it realistically, mate. I can't see a win.
So the 6-1 was when we had what was that geezer? Stellini. Jeez, Stellini.
Yeah. The interim, yeah.
Woo! Right. Listen, I've seen some managers in my time, Stellini. Right. So the 6-1 you could wipe off, like just think, yeah, whatever. Last season, you played this in the back end of last season. Well, we were getting pumped by everyone in the end, weren't we? We went through a stage of not winning in about 6 or 7. It was horrendous. And then we put our best performance in against Man City in the title decider, basically, yeah? So it was crazy. But I think it's a good time to play Newcastle tomorrow because you've started quite flat this season and it's early on in the season, you know, and you've got a couple of injuries across your back line, haven't you?
Well, yeah, Botman's out. Sorry.
I know Botman's a massive miss. Who do you think would start in your back 4 tomorrow?
Lewis Hall left back, Tino Livramento right back, Emil Kraft and Dan Burn as centre backs.
You don't think he'll go Trippier?
Nah.
He won't go Trippier. Because I thought Trippier was off this window. What happened there?
I don't know if he wanted to move, and Everton were humming and hawing. I don't think there was anything concrete. I think the media like to make things about, he's retired from international. Is he really happy at Newcastle? The ring doorbell situation with his missus. Leave the guy alone. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, he's played for the under-21s. I was quite surprised at that. But again, Eddie came out and said it was match fitness. You know, he had a full season with us. He was a key player. And then he had England and he played up until the semi-finals in left-back position, out of position. The guy's tired. I stuck him in the under-21s. So I don't know. I can't read much into it. But if I was to start anyone at right back tomorrow, I'd start Tino.
Yeah. Got called up for the England squad as well, didn't he?
He did, mate. And well-deserved. I was quite surprised Lewis Hall didn't at left-back because he's future left-back. And just give him the experience of going out there. Do you know, it's a couple of, give him the experience for it. But I like the way Carsley's thinking at the minute when I looked at that squad. I'm glad there was no Walker. I'm glad there's no Trippier. You've got to start looking at the future now at these youth. Do you know what I mean? And that's what was irritating in the Euros.
It's interesting with Lewis Hall because I know that he had a couple of games, but England struggle with a left back. Luke Shaw's always injured. So it's either Lewis Hall or Tyrick Mitchell from Crystal Palace has got to start stepping in, no?
Yeah. I agree. And I don't know why Lewis Hall has been overlooked. But I think he'll get his chance. I think he will definitely get his chance. Because he's not just, his defending's probably 6 out of 10, 6, 7. Going forwards, a little bit more than that. Shooting ability, maybe again a little bit more. I mean, the guy can just hit them. Do you know what I mean? He smashes them. Oh, he's a good fullback, and in in the way that teams are playing now, you want someone like him. And I like the guy. I think he's quality. But I could be completely wrong about tomorrow. He could play Dan Burn at left back and bring Lloyd Kelly in at centre back with Kraft, and then Tino at right back, or he could bring in Trippier. I couldn't tell you what Eddie Howe's going to do. I think he's a bit frustrated at the minute, mate. After his chat saying that don't expect any business to be done. He looked
Yeah.
He looked disappointed.
I think we need to start at you fast tomorrow. We need to get on your back four early, like especially your two centre backs. We need to target your two centre backs early doors.
Yeah.
And it's important we don't concede in the first 10 minutes of that game. Yeah. Because otherwise everyone will start thinking, oh no, here we go again. Yeah. But I do believe it is a different Spurs team now. I think we started the season well, and I know we played Leicester and we drew, but I feel like if that was in the middle of the season or something, like we would have pumped Leicester, like we would have put away our chances, like we had a lot of chances against Leicester and we didn't put them away. But in Everton we did. So we're creating chance after chance. But we know what St James's is about, mate. It's a hard place to go. The fans are always up for it, But the last 5 meetings, it's been Newcastle 2 wins, Tottenham 2 wins, and 1 draw.
Exactly. So it's like a fresh start, isn't it? But I think tomorrow it's not about getting at the centre backs. I think what you need to do tomorrow is just you need to quiet St James's because they're going to be loud for Tonali. First game.
No, definitely.
They're loud tomorrow. Like
are you going to be there, Ray? Ray, you going to be there with like the t-shirt on?
I am, mate. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be raving the morning, raging about it. So yeah, I can't wait.
Well, you're going to be one of them people with your t-shirt and that off?
Oh, yeah. Why not? It's Newcastle, you know what I mean? 12 degrees this summer, isn't it?
I'm on one of your Newcastle channels outside the stadium before the game.
Yeah, you said, yeah. Who's that with?
Newcastle Up on Time, I think it is. He seems like a good lad, actually. Like, he messaged me and that, so I've been chatting to him and that, so... Right, I said, oh, come on, have a laugh and that. I said, just take it easy on us,
You need to take it easy on us, I think, pal. Honestly, I can see it growing.
So your score prediction tomorrow, 3-1 Spurs?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-1 Spurs. I fancy us tomorrow. I feel like we're playing with a good buzz at the minute and we are creating chances.
Yeah.
Van der Ven, as far as I'm aware, is fit.
It looks like it. It's a shame as well.
But we've got no Richarlison and no Solanke as far as I'm aware. So James Cooper said, do you think Wednesday will make an impact on Sunday with fitness levels? See, I think that will do you the world of good because you've had another game under your belt.
Yeah, it'll do us a world of good going into penalties as well, just to give us that little bit of confidence as well. And after the game, they were there for half an hour. Tonali was in the crowd with the fans, cuddling them, and I think it'll do them a world of good. And now the window's shut. The main people that's been flat, in my opinion, is Isak and Gordon. And as a player of their prowess, they aren't in the Champions League, they aren't in Europe, and guys like that deserve to be in Europe. They are quality ballers, unbelievable ballers.
100% they turn up tomorrow, though, don't they?
I think the window's shut now, and I reckon this is them. I'm hoping it's them turning a little bit of a screw.
Yeah.
But is it too soon? Because it's normally September we kick on, but I mean, it was like you guys with Harry Kane. He couldn't score until September. August was never a good month for him. And I just don't know. I couldn't. If someone said to me, there's £1,000, you need to put a bet on for tomorrow, I'd go with bookings or corners. I couldn't predict the score. I really couldn't. But I honestly think it's your turn tomorrow to I think we'll score early. But going from what I've seen so far in the last 3 games, that's not good for us because we then sit back and it's like a different mentality from Eddie Howe. And I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to score early in about 20, 25 minutes, get to half time at 1-0, and then you lot are just going to come out and just absolutely trounce us.
No, I think we'll go 1-0 up. I do. I think we'll go 1-0 up tomorrow. I think. I'll tell you what it is, because last year we lost 4-0, but we had 75% possession. And before you lot scored, we had chances to score. Yeah. And we didn't put them away. And we the ball over the top just done us all the time. But I think we'll kind of play you at your own game tomorrow. I think you'll have the ball a little bit to start off with. And it wouldn't surprise me when you see Pedro Porro pick up the ball. He'll try and do that switch play to Sonny over the top.
Yeah.
Like over your centre back. I do think we're going to try and play you as well, tactically, your own game as well, during moments of that game.
You've got it. I mean, if you're the Tottenham manager, right, and you're looking at the squad we've got, Shaw's not back till next week now, because obviously the League Cup was classed as a second. This is the 3rd game. You look at that centre-back line and you think, right, okay, they are going to come at us because they've got Gordon. They're going to probably have... I reckon Gordon's going to go on the right. I think Harvey Barnes is going to go on the left. And I reckon Isak down the middle. That's exactly what I think Eddie's going to do tomorrow. I don't think he's going to start Almiron or Jacob Murphy on the right. I think he's going to put Gordon on the right. I think he's going to switch it just to give you, not problems, but to make you think a little bit more about it. That's what I think he's going to do. Because what you'll be thinking is, well, we've got Jacob Murphy or we've got Almiron on the right-hand side. We can manage that. Gordon's going to give us a bit of trouble, so let's sit 2 on him and let's sit in a triangle. But if we switch it round, last minute sort of thing, you've got an hour before the game starts, your tactics might change. So I don't know. It depends how coy Eddie is.
I hope you don't play that front three because we've only got really Van der Ven with pace because we have our fullbacks pushed right on. So it'd be like Ramiro and Van der Ven back and Gordon, Barnes and Isak have all got pace. So I hope that's not the case, I hope you do play Mickey Almiron.
Nah. Didn't Isak put Van der Ven on his head?
Listen, hang on, let me mute you for a second, Ray. Like, come on.
I mean, that was jokes, that was, wasn't it? And then what was it? It's the grass, it's the turf, it's me blades. Yeah, that won't happen again, right? That's the worst game he's had. That's the worst game he's had.
We had a stinker that game, I think, from the front to the back. We had a bit of a stinker, so we have to take that on the chin. Rock the Tune says, hi, Ray and Coys. How you doing, Rock the Tune? Is that one of your pals?
It was a guy who was on earlier on, just because I mentioned Aaron and them. Can you get in and get a few people in? And he was like, how do I get in? I mentioned it, and he's obviously joined in. So
Rock the Tune said 2-0 Newcastle. I see Spurs scoring. Spurs will score.
Yeah. Both teams to score is a bet you should put on tomorrow. I can see goals from either side, but unfortunately, mate, as a Geordie, I hate saying this, 1-3.
Mozart saying 2-2. Right, but this one is for you and the chat, yeah? I don't know if you can see the screen. I don't know how much you can see the screen. I'm going to show you four players, yeah?
Yeah.
They used to play for Tottenham and Newcastle.
Right, okay. Is Musa Sissoko in there then?
But they're blurred out.
Okay. Right, I can't see much of the screen. Let me bring...
Let me see them.
Oh, my word.
So who is A?
Jeez. Let me come back to A.
Yeah.
I think B is David. I think B is David Ginola.
Yeah, correct.
I think C is Ferdinand.
Yeah, correct.
I think D is Musa Sissoko. No, he hasn't got the bonnet for that, has he? Is it Sissoko? It's either Sissoko or Danny Rose. I'm going to go with Rose.
They go with Rose.
Yeah.
What about in the chat? Yeah, let's see. Any in the chat? So would have gone on live on TikTok tomorrow. I've got a 25 ban. Yeah, mate, that's a killer. No, Rock the Tune. I'll follow you after, man. I've only just literally set this up. And second's Ginola. So to chat, who is in this? Who's A, B, C, D? So B is Ginola.
Yeah.
C is Les Ferdinand.
Yeah. D's got to be Danny Rose or Sissoko. A's putting me off a little bit. I'm trying to think who that is. God, mate, you could have told me in WhatsApp before we started that you're going to be quizzing me. Do you know what I mean? Who is that? I can't see. Can I get it bigger screen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bit better. Oh,
he played under Tottenham when Potts was there.
Was he at Tottenham first and then Newcastle, or Newcastle then Tottenham?
Tottenham then Newcastle.
Position?
Defender. I can't give too much away.
Oh my days! Why can't I pick this out?
England and Newcastle and Tottenham.
Oh my God, Kieran Trippier.
Yeah.
How did I not get that?
Oh my God. D. This is a tough one.
See, I'm thinking it's got to be. It's got to be Rose or Sissoko, isn't it?
You reckon?
I don't know. It's blurry, isn't it?
It is blurry, yeah.
Musa Sissoko.
D is Basson.
These Bassong.
Bassong.
Come on, mate, that's a proper puzz quiz to win 500 quid, that question, isn't it? Eh? Can't
Do you
remember
know
that
what,
kid.
though? I forgot about Sissoko, you know.
Did you
I
really?
literally forgot about Sissoko when I was doing it.
Quality he was. Absolute quality. And that's what I thought. And then Danny Rose as well. Do you know what I mean? You threw in a right side ball there, haven't you? Eh? Bassong. Yes, everyone, I'm a plastic Newcastle fan. Thanks for joining in.
So, Ray, do you live in Newcastle?
Not anymore, mate. No, I live in Cambridge area now. Well,
what, you're kind of taking the journey up with us tomorrow. We're going from Hertfordshire. We're leaving at 6 a.m. 6:30.
Yeah. Same time. Well, round about that, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be like literally behind you. Are you driving back as well on the same day?
Yeah, I was gonna swing by and get Mozza as well, but yeah, he's not keen. So yeah.
What Mozza? What you got him a ticket?
Not Cammy Mozza, no, the other Mozza, Maurice. I don't know if you know Maurice. You know Mozza, don't
Yeah.
you? Nah, different story, mate. I'll mention that on TikTok. I don't think it's appropriate for your YouTube channel.
No, fair enough. I do Darren you as well. So look, we'll start wrapping it up, mate. But
yeah,
look. So obviously, thanks for coming on in that, man. It's been a good laugh. I thought I'd throw a little spanner in the works there, mate. I did say half hour, so we could end up chatting for a while, mate. But where that Newcastle and Spurs badge is on my picture, that'd be our little lot up there tomorrow. Like, why is this? Why do you put the away fans so far up?
Because that's where you deserve to be, Mush. Right at the top out of the way, innit?
We're not Sunderland, mate. Come on.
Nah, I know, but everyone does it. I mean, look, I did it once. I went in the stadium like an hour before kick-off one day, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to have a look. And I said to security, do you mind if I have a dig up there? And he's like, no, go on. All my days, like my legs nearly gave in. I was going to have to be airlifted out the stadium. Seriously, that is high. That is proper high. But you get a good view up there, to be fair. You do get a good view up there, and I think the noise of St James's, they need to be in that full cluster anyway, so that's the best place for the away fans.
I'm going to count how many steps there are in the away end tomorrow.
Dear me. As a Tottenham fan, mate, you might want to take a notepad and pen. I don't think you can count that high. Take a clicker as you keep walking up the steps. You might lose count.
Keep clicking.
Gonna have snow on your head when you get there, I tell you.
No, we will, man, we will. But no, Ray, I'd say after the game, so maybe Monday, we catch up and do a TikTok live and we go back through how the game was.
Sounds good to me, mate. Sounds good.
So when Tottenham pump you 5-0, we can sit there and just have a nice chat about it, yeah?
That's what I like about Tottenham. You know, you're so confident. I'm a Newcastle fan saying we're probably going to get beat 3-1. We don't have the defence. If we go and batter you tomorrow, I can't wait for Monday. I'm calling in sick. I'm ready for you on Monday. If we annihilate you, I'm ready.
It's not that I'm confident. I feel like it's a good time to play Newcastle. Mate, we could go there and get pumped, and then I'll be like, oh no, here we go again, you know?
I don't think that's going to happen again. I think the 6-1 was freak. I mean, even Isak, when he got the second, was like, what is going on? Is this Premier League or is this, a warm-up? It was mad. You're not going to get that again, man. You're not going to get that again.
A Tottenham collapse.
It was a Tottenham collapse. And then the 4-0, I wasn't expecting that neither, but we got at you early. That's all it is. That's what you need to do tomorrow. Get at us early, shut the fans up, you'll get the result. But if you play like you did against Leicester, who knows who could steal it at the end? You just don't know, do you? It's football. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. So,
no, Ray. So stay on for a sec, mate. I'm just going to drop you back out. Yeah. So stay on, and then I'll come back and chat to you in a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
Ray. Thanks for jumping in, mate. I appreciate that.
No problem. Thanks for inviting me, pal.
Good man. Go on, you Spurs. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I thought I'd only do half hour. Cheers for all the interaction, stuff like that. Just got another message. What's this one? Loved every minute of, come on, rock the tune. Leave it out, man. Yeah, just take it easy on us tomorrow, man. We're coming, but we're coming for revenge, mate. We're coming for revenge. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, at least subscribe to the channel for me, please, because I want to do this more. So we've got Arsenal next league game after Newcastle. So I will still do TikToks, but I want to do some stuff on YouTube as well. And the Arsenal one, I'm going to get some good ones. I think we're going to get Jay Gunner off TikTok. And then there's going to be a couple others as well. Some other Arsenal people coming on, building up to that game. But I'm going to jump off. I'm going to leave you to this. Guys, enjoy your weekend. Come on, you Spurs.